man, here we go. Another episode of TDM Talk. As you can see, I got some special guests in the building. Got man Triple P and Little A of Heavyweight Music. What up? What up?
What's
What
going
up,
down,
man?
baby?
Y'all
Y'all
know
know
what
what
it
it
is.
is?
Yo.
Did y'all plan
Nah.
Nah.
that was y'all was on point with that. I said that was pretty good.
Yeah, it just happens like that in a row. Like we're so like a lot of people tell us a lot of times, man, y'all be so in sync. It's like we know each other or something, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of natural.
It just comes. Yeah, it just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So this is one of those like again where it be like a long time in the making. We've been talking about this since probably like last year, maybe I think so.
Probably even longer than that.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Because I know
It's been
that
a while.
last year we were. Damn, was that last year? No, it was the year before that. I was because that's when I was with J Vaz. I was recording out of his studio.
Mhm.
We were up at Goto's. We were recording out of Goto's spot, and but we weren't there long. And then we moved to another one, and then we were there like 2 months, and then because they sold the buildings, we got evicted. Then
Yeah.
we moved here, and then everything just kind of just like. And then we linked up. We didn't link up, but we saw you guys last night at the Texas Finest Smokers. Man, shout out to Joe and Hester and that whole team.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You guys performed both nights, right?
Yeah,
both
Friday and
nights, yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, and then so 2 years ago y'all were at the same thing, right?
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
How do y'all connect? How y'all connected with them, like, or what's that
Texas
relationship like?
Finest Smokers, man. Actually, I connected with Joe. I think it was before the Texas Finest Smokers, right?
Yeah. I think it
Um,
was like
I'm gonna be
2016.
completely honest with you, bro. Like Joe was probably one of the first persons to book us
Really?
for a car show.
Oh, okay,
He
okay.
had a car show at like one of these little veteran spots.
Hmm.
I forgot what they
Like
called
the
them.
American Legions.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Um, so, he booked us for that. We came out, we did our show, and they loved it. And ever since then, bro, Joe's been like they've been booking us,
Yeah, yeah.
like for car shows or toy drives. Um,
Barbecue
yeah,
benefits, all kinds of
benefits.
stuff.
Now he has a cooking team, so they've been doing the umbo cook off. We did it. We were supposed to do it last year, but I think they didn't get the spot or
Yeah, they
something.
didn't do it last
So
year.
it would have been 3 years, like back to back to back.
Cause
But
I was messing with it because we interviewed them to promote the upcoming cook off,
hmm
the one we just had, and I was like man, I was wondering what happened last year because I was waiting for my invite. I said nobody called.
yeah,
Like, and we joked about it, but they've been really dope people. They show a lot of love.
hmm
They take care of
Yeah.
they're pretty much their people, I guess, so to speak.
yeah.
Um, so man, I mean, that was just a quick little recap of just this weekend or whatever. But when did you guys start out, man? Like doing the music thing, bro? I know you said you've been in band, pretty much since high school, right?
Yeah.
What about you? Were you in a band as well, or?
No, I was not. I wasn't in band. So like in middle school, I was in football. High school, ninth grade, I was in football, and then after that, I got out, and then well, my brother had a dance group, and when he had his dance group, I wanted to join them. So like I got into dancing with them, and then that's when the whole dancing came in. And then I want to say like in 2008, um, I think something happened in 2008 where like we were riding around in a truck that had no radio or whatever, and I just kicked the freestyle, and then from there that's when the music started happening. But I know my brother was producing music, but nobody was buying his beats, so he started using them,
Like for himself.
yeah,
hmm
for himself,
Yeah.
and that's
So what
when the
happens is like I was in high school. I was in a band. My senior year, the band program got shut down.
Really?
Yeah, like it just like they just like
What was
completely.
it like funding or something
Well, no, it wasn't that. What happened was we had a dope ass band director, right?
Yeah.
But they would give her like all kind of like shit, and you know how school is,
Okay, when was his? Because nothing's changed. I'm gonna tell you that as someone who's still at that school.
bro. This is 2004.
Yeah,
yeah.
volunteering there, nothing has changed.
Yeah, it's
Same.
2004, bro.
Yeah.
And to be completely honest with you, bro, like I went to Sam Houston, right? I would shout out to Sam Houston, the March of Tornadoes. If you look into our history, bro, we were like one of the first predominantly Hispanic bands to win a battle of the bands in a predominantly black
Yeah, yeah,
battle, right? And we won that twice, back to back. This is when like Drumline came out,
yeah.
right? So we were known, like people used to like talk shit to us because they didn't like the fact that we were Hispanic, but we were playing like shit like ball and parlay. I'm saying Hot Boys, like I'm talking about like some Dulce Mujercita, like all kind of shit.
Yeah,
Like bro, we
mixing it
was
up.
we was like bro, we was on it. So anyway, they would give her shit because she didn't like to ride yellow buses. So we had to kind of like sponsor ourselves to get charter buses, and we would collect money, for ourselves. So they thought that she was like taking our money,
Oh,
but bro, she had a beat up ass car. Like there was no way that you could see that she was taking the money. So anyway, they shut it down. So that's when I turned to dance. Like I started like dancing with my homies, and I had like a mixture of friends, Hispanic and a few black. And I was like, hey man, y'all want to learn how to dance like cumbia and salsa merengue, whatever. So I taught them all that, and we started going to like quinceañeras. And then from there, we started getting booked to do quinceañeras. So I became a choreographer. And then I went to college, and I went to TSU. Shout out to the Ocean. I was in a band at TSU.
Tigers in high school and
And see, he caught it
college.
real quick. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So to be and like I said, bro, like not to toot my own horn, I play the trumpet, and I'm like, people have called me, like one of the like I'm a pretty like a legend when it comes to the marching band world. You know what I'm saying on the trumpet, and like he can attest to this, bro. Every time he used to go to TSU, they used to just tell him all kind of stories about me, right? And even at TSU, I was one of the first like Hispanics to like change the game. You know what I'm saying? Like to again predominantly black
Yeah.
organization, right? As a freshman, I wrote for the trumpet section. I became a part of the dance committee. The dance committee is the people that create the halftime dancing part.
Yeah.
If you ever seen a big like football game and you see the band dancing at halftime, like I was a part of that. I used to create those dances.
Wow.
Um, so then from there, um, I started, because I was supposed to be a band director. Like that's what I was going to school for.
Okay.
I wanted to teach music,
Yeah.
and my the spring of my freshman year, I came back to Sam Houston because I wanted to be a band director because they had no band director. I wanted to come and teach there, but me and the principal still had beef from the year before. So she never interviewed me. She didn't give me the chance, so I left it alone. And then I kept doing the quinceañera stuff, teaching and everything, and that's how the whole dancing came about. Like
Yeah.
we've been knowing how to dance forever, right? Uh, so 2008, no, my bad. The spring of 2006, that's where I met my homie drum master. Shout out to my homie drum master because our assistant band director that was at Sam, like before he got shut down, he started teaching at Chavez High School. So that's where they met up, and then he brought me over there to like an intern.
Yeah.
So I started teaching over there as a freshman in college, and that's where I met him. And they used to have this badass piano, bro, where you could put a floppy disk in,
What?
yeah, and
Yeah.
record music.
Old school.
So
Damn.
I used to arrange my own like original pieces, like fucking Mozart type shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I would take these floppy disks, take them home, put them in the computer, and try to transpose, try to make a beat.
Of course.
And then I got introduced to Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
So then I started taking that music and transposing it into Fruity Loops, and then I started creating actual beats. So then, you know, I had beats like in my computer, and he was saying, we were riding home one day, and I was like, man, it's fucking boring, dude. Like, there's no radio, no nothing. And I was like, man, Kiko freestyle. So he started freestyling, bro, and like I got really good memory. So when we got home, I started jotting down because I'm a writer. I did
Yeah.
poetry too. I started jotting down like a whole bunch of little things that he said, and just started like picking and choosing what I wanted, what I didn't like, this and that. Bro, from 8 o'clock at night till 4 o'clock in the morning, we wrote our very first song. You know how long that song was? It was 4.5 minutes.
Damn.
Almost
We
5
had
a.m.
4 verses on that song, and yeah, bro, and I had a beat and everything, and then from there, bro, it was up. The song was called Hell No, and was it good? Hell no,
Hell
it,
no.
it wasn't good, right?
Most people's first songs usually are good.
Yeah,
They don't
it
like that,
wasn't
bro.
good, bro. But we recorded it anyway
Yeah.
because we thought it was good. But you know what I'm saying? Like at least we got a taste of what it would have, what it sounded like.
Yeah.
And then from there we started. I didn't want to do no, cause even though we did that song together, I was like a solo artist. Like I had my own beats. I recorded my own songs. My first show was just me by myself. He was my hype man,
Yeah.
and I had 3 songs that I put out, and they were pretty decent. Like they were pretty decent. A lot of people liked them. I had like, you remember where the 59 flea market used to be at?
Yeah, yeah.
They used to have a little club on the corner,
Yeah.
like on the outside. That's where I had my first show
Like
at.
the first
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
me, some dude named Rivera, and he was related to my cousin, and my cousin was my manager at the time. And then they knew another dude by the name of Young Cash. Uh, he was from the north side también. And so I had them, like, they came through, they performed, and I headlined. I had family and friends come through, whatever, and they were pretty like impressed of my music, right? And then from there, um, we decided to get together and create a mixtape,
Yeah.
and then that's how it started
Like
kicking
on
up.
CD and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of so I've had people I've had like Big Tyke and Lil Patton here and of course older cats, Donnie Houston, other people that know about that CD and tape era because it's like a different
Mhm.
the cats of today they don't know that shit what it's like to out the trunk or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always tell Magno this from Swish House, right? I used to always see him right down the street at Greens Point Mall
Mhm.
selling his CDs right in front of Music Depot. I used to always see that boy every Sunday I was in there. I'd go straight to Music Depot to go see the music or whatever, and he
Yeah.
was out there. Yo, I gotta make.
This is
Yeah.
Magno.
Yeah, Magno.
You want to hear a crazy story?
Yeah,
Mike Jones and Magno
man.
performed at our first Battle of the Band show.
No way.
Yeah, people
Ah,
from
Yeah.
people from like Smiley and some other school, like they were sitting next to us.
yeah.
They was like, "Man, y'all have Mike Jones and Magno?" Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. And there was a China border that used to be here, right
On
across the.
Tidwell? Oh
No,
no,
not
right
that
here.
one. Right
Yeah, yeah,
there,
yeah.
right next to Aldi.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I remember going. We went to go eat there one day, and we saw R.I.P. Michael Watts, man. Michael 5000 Watts, Swisher House, R.I.P. to him. But
Yeah.
we saw him, Magno, and Mike Jones at the buffet. And
Mhm.
I already knew Magno because from seeing him all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, bro? He's like, man, Mike Jones and Watts over there. And that was a pretty surreal moment when you run into people, like Slim Thug. Sometimes you'll see him right around the hood.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't nothing. But yeah, the music is definitely has changed because now everything's on streaming, and you rarely get people with actual albums or actual product.
Yeah.
They always talk about like how easier it was to make money back then because you press up your own either mixtape or CD and man, give me $5. I'd see people outside Walmart selling them,
Yeah.
But now the game has definitely changed.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, man? When we released our mixtape, so the way we did our mixtape, bro, like we would always compete with each other, right?
Yeah.
And
Like lyrically, like
yeah, lyrically,
okay,
like
So like
we'd
in
be
the
like,
studio,
oh,
it's like, well, when we would write our music, it would be like, bro, you better come with it, cause I'm coming with it.
so the way we up until we recorded the whole mixtape,
yeah,
we had no title. We didn't even have a name for us. Like I mean, I was Triple P and he was Lil A, but we didn't have like a duo, like a Outcast or
oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying,
like a group
UGK,
name,
like a
yeah,
group
like a
name,
group
right?
name,
So I had a line in one of my songs where I say, I always forget this bar. I don't know why, bro, but uh,
You say my lyrics penetrate this iron mic, cause I'm heavyweight.
because I'm heavyweight,
yeah.
right? So like Iron Mike, Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about the microphone. Like when you hear the whole thing, you're like, oh
It's
shit, you know
that
what I'm saying?
double
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
entendre thing, where
yeah.
it has multiple, double meaning. Yeah, yeah.
So I told him, all the man, what if we just go by heavyweight music? And he's like, that sounds fire. I was like,
Yeah.
all right. So then I came up with the title, right? Well, I mean, it was heavyweight music, and then it says presents the main event, Triple P versus Little A. So we made it like a whole boxing theme.
Yeah.
We had 12 tracks on the record, and we would tell people like every time you hear the track, like a track, you pick a round. Like, oh, I think Triple P got round one, or Little A got round one, whatever, up
Yeah.
until 12.
That's pretty smart, dog. I never
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought of that. I don't think I've ever seen that actually.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's how we did it, and it's our second mixtape. It was a mixture of a mixtape and an EP. So we had original music and we had like some
Mixtape.
mixtape
Mixtape. Yeah.
tracks. But we called it Pound for Pound. That was gonna be the second one. But rest in peace to one of my mentors and engineers, man. Magic. he was from the South Side, bro. He was like one of the first dudes to like really believe in us. Like, bro, dude used to charge us like $30 a song to record. We could be in there for fucking 6 hours, bro, and we just record. You know what I'm saying, like crazy. But that's how much like he believed in us. But the day that mixtape was supposed to come out, that I was gonna go pick it up, he had got killed. So we never got that mixtape. We never got it. We never were able to put it out. But I mean, it is what it is. Um, but what I was gonna tell you was we had a show at La Palapa
Yeah,
on Aldine Melrose, right?
yeah, yeah.
And we performed, bro. I forgot who. Oh, that's whenever we met
Pyrex.
Pyrex.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pyrex was there, right? And it's funny because I have a video of my homie like recording like his video drop like a shout out, and I'm standing behind Pyrex and he's standing behind Pyrex over there, and I'm just kind of like, cause I really didn't know who he was at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But later on, I mean, we got acquainted or whatever. He actually thought we were pretty fucking dope.
Was this before he was doing like the Christian? Because I remember at one point he got into like doing.
Oh yeah,
Christian
yeah,
rap.
way before that. This is
Yeah,
when he was with
Nah,
ABN.
yeah, he had just got on with
Yeah,
it.
he had just got on with
Oh,
ABN.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that night, bro, people were asking for our mixtape,
Yeah.
and we were like, "Oh shit, we got some in the car, bro." We sold like a good 10 mixtapes, bro. Like, and we were just telling people to give us like $5 or whatever. Man, some dude like was like, "Nah, fuck that, bro. This is $20."
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, "Y'all motherfuckers give $20. Like, if y'all ain't giving 20, nigga, don't get no fucking mixtape."
Yeah.
Like, he was actually like telling people like, "Y'all gonna pay $20 for it." Like, if he was our manager.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Damn, for real, y'all want 20?" Like, shit, I'll take it. I'm saying, but when people really fuck with your music, like they really fuck with you,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of the times, bro, is it's like what sells our music is when people see us perform.
Yeah.
I'm
But
saying,
y'all do put on a show. Like anybody that's watching right now, like if they've seen you guys perform, they know that's a fact. Like they're gonna get a show when you guys come on. I mean, hell, last night the few minutes y'all had, y'all put on a show. But you know, we and I was gonna bring that up. Like I've seen you guys literally everywhere, bro. Like
Mhm.
literally. I mean, did y'all do a Rockets game once? Like was it like a halftime? Was it the halftime
yeah, it
show?
was like a
A quarter
first quarter
break.
break.
First quarter break.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I mean, even then, bro, cause that's a huge venue,
it
you
was
know.
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It seemed longer.
The
yeah.
crazy thing about that game was, okay, were you there or do you know anything about it?
No, I mean, I've seen just the videos, like clips.
So,
Yeah.
one thing about that game was nobody knows who performed at the beginning of the game. So, all they know is like our part. So when you got there, Slim Thug was performing, Paul Wall was performing,
Kiki.
Kiki, but nobody remembers that. Nobody.
Damn.
Or the halftime show.
Or the halftime show. Like nobody
What
remembers.
was halftime show?
That's what I'm saying. Like
I have
you
no
know,
idea.
every time they talk
But it was
about that game,
it was a sold out crowd. Like
yeah,
you had
Who they
Travis Scott
play?
in the building, you had Lil
Warriors,
Wayne in
Golden
the
State.
building,
Yeah.
Jay Z and Beyonce were in the building. Like it was a lot of big names in that
Yeah.
building, bro. Like literally while we are performing on the court, Kim Olajuwon was like, "Where you're at?"
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was right
like,
You know what
there.
I'm saying? Yeah, and this motherfucker went and like we were throwing shirts after, and there was a lady sitting next to him, and she wanted a shirt so bad, and my brother seen that, so he kind of tossed her a shirt, like but Akeem, while we're performing, bro, he was like, he's tall,
Yeah.
so his knees go up like this,
Yeah.
and he was just there, and he was just
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
he was just like tripped out,
Mind blown type
Yeah.
shit, right?
yeah.
Like, what am I watching? You
And
know?
then later on, we saw another video that came out where Chris Webber recorded it from his phone, like his personal phone,
So he was
and he
right there where the people with the headphones
The
are. At.
commentators and all
Yeah,
that.
the
Yeah.
commentators right
and
there.
he was recording it like
Well, he must
everybody.
have been one of the analysts that
Yeah.
was doing the game
Mhm.
or whatever.
And after we performed, like when they were coming through the tunnel, that motherfucker just like walked up on us and hugged us and like, "Oh shit, man, that shit
Yeah,
was badass."
it was crazy.
Yeah,
Like
it was
the
all
love.
love.
That was shown.
Calvin Murphy, same thing. He was like,
I
"Man,
want to be in
like,
the group. How do
yeah,
I
how do I get in the group, man? Like, you know."
Yeah.
Y'all gotta dress like him though.
Yeah, I told him, I'm like,
Yeah,
"Man, give me one of these
swag.
suits.
Yeah, there you
Like,
go.
give me one of these
Yeah.
suits, dog." And I'm saying, I've been a big fan of him for a long time, bro. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I grew up in the early '90s,
Yeah,
so like, Rockets have always been my deal.
I
Big
think
deal
I
to
think
me.
the best entertainment besides us was Turbo Man.
Oh yeah.
Whatever happened to that? I forgot all
We were talking about him the other day, man.
I
You
don't know
remember
what
him?
happened to him, but
Yeah,
he was.
yeah, yeah.
Man,
I just,
Turbo
Crazy.
was
I just,
crazy.
but prior to you saying that, it was forgotten. I didn't. Right when you said that, I was like, shit. What happened to him? What happened to that guy?
Yeah.
Turbo was a
He probably
beast, though.
retired. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
But
a
yeah.
good question. I'm about to look it up. We can't get
Yeah.
that because I remember, you know.
I don't mean this with no ill intent, but Clutch could never.
Yeah, yeah,
Shout out to Clutch.
Yeah,
You know, but yeah. So I mean, the journey in itself, dog. Like you know, from just the shit you were telling me to doing things like that, and then to still be performing all these years later, still getting booked. Like that's
yeah.
got to be something. Like that's like what's that feeling like, man?
Man, it's crazy, and I'll tell you this too because like a lot of people watching, like if you become an artist, right, and somebody tells you something negative, like you'll never perform here or you'll never perform there, or people will never believe in you or whatever, like just don't listen to that. Keep doing what you're doing because whenever we did the Rockets, right? So we did a little joke. So I posted on my Facebook. I was like, we got floor seats to the Rockets. We took a picture in the living room on the floor watching the game, and then this was like in the beginning of like game one or something like that. So then at the end, the last game they had, we were actually on the court. So it's
Wow.
like it's just a whole crazy thing. Like I mean, you believe in
yeah,
it,
like manifesting, yeah.
yeah, manifesting.
Y'all big on the manifestation thing,
hmm
Yeah,
and yeah,
yeah,
Because it's crazy. Because like, if you ever heard our song called "Life of the Party," right? You know, sometimes you write music for the audience, right? You write music for. Not everything is necessarily always like 100% true, but it's to an extent, right?
yeah,
Or an imagination of what you believe, right? Um, like I have a line on Life of the Party where I say, you know, basically like block party in New York in Times Square, shutting it down in Vegas, in LA,
yeah,
Atlanta. Bro, next thing you know, we end up on Times Square on Good Morning America.
yeah.
yeah,
We end up going to Vegas. We do a show out there. Uh, and
I
then we went
yeah,
to LA and we were on America's Got Talent.
yeah,
Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? And this is like
yeah,
before it happened.
Yeah.
But it's just when you
When you
like,
believe in something,
yeah, when you
yeah,
believe in something,
I was just gonna like. It's funny you say that and bring that up because I have screenshots in my phone of people maybe a year or two ago when some podcasts started kind of like getting out there more and more, and they started seeing me in their algorithm. I have screenshots where like people I know that where I worked at, would be like, bro, I remember you talking about all this back then, and I wasn't even doing it yet. I
hmm
was in the beginning stages. Like, look, I got a podcast to watch. I'm gonna be doing this, and that.
hmm
And it's like, damn, it's like here we are, like bigger and better than we ever been. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And it's just constantly growing. It's just, but again, it's that you gotta be crazy enough to believe in yourself
yeah,
yeah.
because your vision is your vision, bro. Like no
Can't
matter how
nobody
much
see that. Yeah,
yeah, like, it ain't for everybody to see or know, right?
yeah.
yeah.
Because they'll be like, man, y'all ain't really. I'm pretty sure y'all got all that negativity, hate,
Oh
Bro,
yeah,
and
all the
oh
time,
yeah,
all the time. And honestly, I don't see why or how. Like a lot of people that we meet, they're like, man, y'all some of the most humblest people I
yeah,
ever met. Y'all don't act Hollywood, this, that, whatever, bro. Like last night, literally, well, 2 nights in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like fans came up, asked for pictures. They were asking us questions, chopping it up, and they're like, man, same thing, man. How does it feel to like have all these fans and whatever, whatever? And I'm like, man, like we don't take nothing for granted.
yeah,
I was like, you saw the way the tent was set up.
yeah,
Saw that dumpster.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, like bro, literally, like we grew up. When we grew up, that was our front yard. It was a
Yeah.
dumpster, fucking bar, tire shop. Like I'm saying, like that was. So we really come from like from the gutter gutter. You know what I'm saying? Um,
That
but
I think you appreciate things more when it's like that.
hmm
When you know you come from.
yeah,
It don't even got to be the gutter, but just humble
yeah,
beginnings where like you didn't really have much, and things like this never really existed to you. Like in the beginning, maybe like early
yeah,
on when you were younger. But as you get older, you start to kind of like wake up. I always say like wake up a little bit and start to realize. Because again, it took for me to quit a job after I was there like almost 15 years, and I was like, bro, this
yeah,
can't be life, bro. Like
yeah.
I would see people work 30 years and retire, and then fucking die within a year of
Mhm.
retirement. Like they didn't even get to enjoy that shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's like this can't be life, bro. It's got to be more to it.
Mhm.
yeah,
And here we are, I guess, living out, dreams and like you said, manifestation manifestations, things that you put down on paper or put in, speak into existence, so to
Yeah.
speak. Um, it's just crazy to see, man. I should write a book or something. I don't know if y'all there's plans
Yeah,
That's
on that.
that's
crazy
fun.
because one of my homies, you heard of Mexican Connected?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So she
She used to be a part of this podcast at the very when we first started. She was one of
Yeah.
our
host.
hosts. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Well, she also went to TSU,
yeah, yeah.
and
Soccer.
yeah, I forgot how I actually met her. I can't remember how I actually met her, but anyway, when we met, we found out, that we had like a connection, right, from TSU, and then one day, we were just on the phone, we were just chopping it up, and she was like just asking me all these questions, and she's like, man, like she told me, man, you should write a book, like you have a crazy ass story. I'm saying, like he knows my brother, like, cause he thought about doing a podcast too.
Yeah,
And like, man, we should do like something like where we just talk about our come up and then see where it goes from there,
yeah.
right?
Because I'm sure I got like a million stories you could just
Oh
share.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
But I was like, well, what do you want to do? He's like, man, the first thing I want to do is I want to interview you, like, cause you like your story is crazy. Cause going back to the like humble beginnings and being poor, or whatever, like, even though we
It
didn't
didn't feel
feel
like it.
like it.
Yeah.
We didn't act like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how some people be like, oh, my dad was never there to watch me play, or my mom was never there. Like, well, no dumb motherfuckers, they had to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't looking in the bleachers to see, oh, they didn't come today. Well, no, nigga, they just got off of work. Like, and
Yeah.
Hey, well, some people are like that though, bro.
yeah.
But anyway, because I be playing sports, I have friends that should have went pro, had the opportunity to go pro,
Mhm.
but they let streets or whatever, and then they'll blame that their parents were never there to take
Yeah.
care of
Yeah.
them. But
Yeah.
you could so I say that people could use it as a crutch as an excuse, or you could use it as fuel
Yeah.
to
And that was
okay,
basically my fuel. But I never thought about it like, como que me agüitaba, or to be
yeah,
like, nah, man, well, nah, it's because whatever. And that's one thing that, my brother has always noticed about me. Like, I didn't care what people thought about me, what they didn't like, whatever. I've been a chubby kid my whole life. They said I was too chubby for soccer. Bro, I was an assistant coach in middle school.
mm,
Like, when I went to Alabama, when we lived in Alabama, it was a predominantly black city.
yeah,
They saw that I was a Mexican kid. Like, hey, you know how to play soccer? Like, yeah, I know how to play soccer. We started a soccer team. I'm in eighth grade, playing soccer with the first year soccer team in eighth grade, and then I'm assistant coach for the girls, and then we take the girls to the championship.
yeah,
It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then they said I was too short for basketball. They didn't. I never really played basketball, you know what I'm saying? But once the coach saw me play, he was like, "Damn, like you should have been on the team." Like, well, no, duh, but you
yeah,
told me I was too short, and he was a short coach at that. He had taller
Yeah.
players than him.
yeah. When he
Um,
was saying people were too short, he said something, bro.
and then I played football. I was a captain in football in middle school. When I went to high school, I wanted to play football there.
Man, what don't you do, bro? Like you know what? Whenever because I saw you at Rico's video shoot, you came and played the trumpet. I don't know if you remember that, but
Oh
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
at
yeah, 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 yeah,
the 249 grill.
See, that's where we were at. My cousin, when I was telling you we were watching the fight,
Yeah.
we were the club next door.
Ah,
Right
okay,
there,
okay,
yeah.
okay. I know exactly what you're talking
It's
yeah,
about.
called
yeah.
Star.
Cause I remember you had came by and then I guess you had a scene in the video where you were like playing the trumpet.
Yeah, he asked me to do something with a trumpet or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, and oh, like, I remember seeing you play the trumpet. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't even
Yeah.
know you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
thinking I don't
Yeah.
even really,
Yeah, he kind of wanted me to just kind of like act like I was playing it, but I'm like, bro, like I
cause
could
I'm in the
figure it
video
out.
too. I'm at the end though. We did like a little skit
Uh huh.
at the
Okay.
end of the
Okay.
video, but
I don't think I've seen the video. It came out already.
yeah, it's on our channel actually. He wanted me to release it on my channel.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I
I'll
gotta
send it
check
to
that
you.
out.
I'll send it to you.
It came out alright.
Yeah, yeah. No, I thought it was a dope video. Like
Yeah.
I liked how it came out.
It was funny because when he told the girl to grab me or grab the trumpet, he like she's trying to stroke my trumpet. I don't know if that came out in the video, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, man, it's like I said, man. There's a lot of things that I got into because I was just so interested in everything.
Yeah.
I'm saying I did speech, I did
Theater.
poetry, I did theater.
Yeah.
Um,
You got any acting gigs? Any
We,
not
we
movies
lately.
or
no
anything?
no we've done movies, but I think mainly it was more for the dancing, I guess.
Yeah.
Did they come out like the movies that y'all in?
No,
They're
those
out.
projects didn't come out. Tex was working with a guy
Yeah.
like early in when they first kind of started Hustle Town.
They had a release in theaters.
Oh yeah, they
Like
did.
they did a viewing in the theaters,
Mm.
but I don't think the movie did
Yeah, I
good.
don't think it ever really actually
Because
came
he
out.
was telling me about a movie about 2 or 3 years ago. He was telling me about a movie that they were shooting in the north side. He wanted me in it because I'm from the north side. He was like,
Mhm.
yo, I need you in it. Da, da, da. I'm like, say when. And I never really heard back from it. And if you know Tex, that's kind of like,
Yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
go after, you kind of got to go, you bother him a little bit.
Yeah.
No, this movie was called Black Moth.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't really know much about it. I mean, they didn't really tell us
Yeah, they
much
just
about
kind
it.
of booked us for like a quinceañera scene
Yeah,
to come out and like dance or whatever.
but the thing about it too was like, so we were dancing, we had the music going or whatever, and then when we saw the movie, they had a whole totally different song that didn't go, and I was like, y'all should have just kept the same.
The
Yeah, we did
original,
like hip hop because they
Yeah,
asked us to do hip hop, but they had like a quebradita type of song.
yeah,
It
and
was
I
just
was like,
weird.
which is weird in itself because it's like, why not just put La Quebradita song
yeah,
instead of
Yeah.
hip hop? If that's what you wanted,
yeah,
but
you
Mhm.
I
should
don't
have,
know.
yeah. Well, maybe it could have been they couldn't clear the song or something.
Something.
I don't know.
But yeah, we've had a few directors hit us up, man. They're like, man, I love to shoot a movie with you guys, or whatever. Because a lot of people see us like they when people see us, they're like, oh, y'all remind me of Fat Joe and Big Pun, or y'all remind me of the Fat
The
Boys
Fat
or
Boys,
Heavy
yeah,
D,
or yeah, Heavy
like
D.
all these like things like that. And like it's crazy because the first director, I met him through one of our first managers. He shot movies, and he was like, yeah, man, I want to sit down and try to write a script. And I'm like, well, I got a pretty good idea. I was like, I would love to do like a modern Fat Boys movie. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the name of the actual movie that they did. You remember seeing that movie,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Fat
yeah.
Boys? But kind of making ours like more like about maybe like a spring break type. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Like at the beach or something, and just just fucking around, whatever. But they thought it was a really good idea, but we never actually wrote the script or whatever. But we haven't got no real acting gigs.
Okay, okay. I'm surprised though, honestly, because
Mhm.
I would feel like that'd be a good look,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely for y'all, but definitely for like the movie. Some kind of y'all could probably do many things. It don't even have to be the dancing, but it could
Mhm.
be whatever it is. I did want to ask. You brought up the freestyle. Doing a freestyle. Earlier.
hmm
What's one beat that you play, and this is for each of you, that you guarantee gonna wreck it? If you had the freestyle, if you had the freestyle right now, and let
it's
you pick the beat, what's the beat?
it's crazy because whenever, because like my brother would never, he never freestyle, he wrote, and I used to freestyle, but it was more because, so like when we used to do shows at quinceañeras, we would go outside and we would just freestyle with no music.
Oh, okay,
And,
like a little cipher, kind of like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, like a
But it was
cipher.
never like serious
Yeah,
bars. Like
it was never serious or whatever. So like after I created after I did that freestyle in the truck, right, with no radio, so it was silent too. He wrote everything down, and then from there I just started catching on. Like, you know what? I think it's better to write than to just freestyle.
because
so,
being
long
from
story short,
Houston,
I can't
you
freestyle.
can't freestyle. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
not a
okay.
freestyler. Like
Yeah.
that's
Because
just
being from Houston, most people that do music, they well, I don't say most. Some of them can freestyle.
Yeah.
majority. I would say majority. I know
Majority.
quite a few people that yeah,
Yeah.
they're not even actual rappers, but they can freestyle.
Yeah, yeah, that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yo, that freestyle sounded dope. Like,
Yeah.
I used to work with kids a lot, like at the CPS home or the juvenile
Mhm.
jail, and I would be like, I'm sitting there kicking it with them, and they busting out freestyles either at night or during lunch or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you wrote that, or was that a freestyle? They're like, nah, it was a freestyle. I'm like, yo, why you don't pursue that shit? 'Cause that was
Yeah.
actually pretty. But you have that though. You have some they're really good at writing, but they can't freestyle worth a damn.
That's me.
And then you got the guys that can freestyle but can't write a song to save their
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
know.
me. I'm a writer, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's sometimes where I'm just, I don't got time to write,
Yeah.
and I come like, you can come up with a line or two in your head, and
I
oh,
think that's still writing. That's just not
yeah,
putting it on paper.
yeah, and then you're like, oh shit, that was dope. Let me
Yeah.
record that or let me put that down, and then I'll get back to it later. That's how I work. So,
That's like
but
Jay Z. They say Jay Z does that. Like they say he don't write, but I think in his head he writes. You know, he says what he's gonna
Mm.
memorizes it and then just spits it. You know?
Yeah, I think so too. Cause ain't no fucking way that nigga did like how many 13 albums
Yeah, and
and
then
he
like
didn't write it out.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
didn't. I just don't see it happening. But anyway, but if it's a beat that I can like put something down on, like that's already been written, or um, something that I could probably you give me like a few seconds to write to, or whatever. Man, one of my favorite beats is "Just a Dog" by Big Mo.
Yeah.
That beginning,
Yeah,
that sets it off for
Yeah.
me. That's my
big time.
shit.
Yeah.
That's my
I
shit.
think most Houston songs, if
Yeah.
you play the instrumental, it'll get you in that mode. Like,
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
I
Knocking
don't
pictures
rap.
off the wall is one of my favorites. Yeah.
That's a good one too. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
damn, that's yeah,
Yeah, that's Ocean Classic, June
yeah,
27.
yeah.
When that's like one of our anthems at TSU.
Who are some of y'all favorite producers, man?
Man, I was just looking into producers the other day.
It's so hard.
Timberland for sure.
Yeah, Timberland for sure. Yeah.
But you talking about like
Anything,
anything?
any genre of producer.
Uh, Timberland for sure. Um,
They ain't gotta be in no order either. Just wherever you
you
like.
remember you remember Kane Beats?
Who?
Kane?
Kane. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened to him.
Yeah, I don't either. But I do remember that.
He's the one that did man, bro. He did Super Bass
Yeah.
by Nicki Minaj. He did Bedrock. He did what's that? What's that? Ba 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 ba
That
ba ba.
sounds so
That's
familiar.
that Little Wayne and they used it on Ballers like for the
Was it Little
right
Wayne
above
or?
it, right above it.
Aim at
Okay,
the
okay,
top.
Eh, Oh yeah, we did
Oh,
him
oh,
at the
right
top.
above it, right
It's
above it,
called
right
right
above
above
it.
it.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Right
he did
above it.
that, but he was on fire, bro, for a minute. Wayne picked him up. Oh, he did Steady Mobbin. That
Yeah.
was one of the big like first big ones that he did.
Yeah.
So Kane definitely is one of my favorites. Right, another one that's one of my favorites too that kind of fell off too is Mike Will Made It.
Yeah.
Beast.
Yeah,
There's so many dope producers,
Michael
bro.
made
So
it.
So
many,
many.
so
Yeah,
many. Some of them, some songs that I don't even know who produced it. Like you would have never think that what I'm saying that they produced. You know what I found out the other day? Walk It Out, the beat Walk It Out,
yeah.
or was it Walk It Out, or was it a song that he did for Sierra? I can't remember if it was Walk It Out or I forgot the producer's name. I don't know if it was the beat Walk It Out or another song that he did for Sierra. That was supposed to be a song for Paul Wall and who and I think it was Paul Wall and Ludacris
Wow.
or some shit. But I know Paul Wall for sure. Like,
I love hearing those stories. Like I watch a lot of shit on YouTube where like um, really like the podcasters, you know, when they interview producers, they be like,
hmm
you know, I had this beat. There was a beat that Swiss Beats made that was, I think it was Swiss Beats made for Jay Z, but Jay Z didn't want it. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm lying. Black Rob's "Whoa" was originally supposed to be for Jay Z. Jay Z didn't want it, and then Black Rob said he like got it from Black Rob, and then it turned into fucking hit record. If I'm not mistaken, I could.
No, but you're right. You're right on that one too because there was a beat that supposedly it was for Jay Z, and then Ti got it, and it came with lyrics,
Yeah.
and it was at
Bring 'em out.
Bring 'em out, Bring 'em out. It's how the
No,
yellow.
they sampled the Jay Z song, I think,
Yeah.
on that one.
hmm
So what I thought you were gonna say, there was a Jeezy. So
Mm.
can what's the Kanye song? Can't tell me nothing.
Okay.
You hear Jeezy's voice in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he never raps.
That was a song that Jeezy had, but he didn't like it, and
So he
Kanye
gave-
was like, "Let me get that."
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, cool, take it." And then Jeezy was like, "Yo, bro, we was at a show one day. I'm standing there next to Jay, and I hear Can't Tell Me Nothing come on, and I hear my voice, and I'm like, he's like, no, he turned whatever that song was. Kanye turned it into that
Yeah.
by using his voice, and he just kind of worked around it, and I was like,
Mhm.
yo, that's fucking crazy."
Yeah.
Because I remember him saying, "Yeah, I told Jay, damn, I think I should have kept that."
Yeah.
But what's for you is for you, right?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that might not be for you, man.
Yeah.
So it's one of them.
Another one, Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh is crazy.
Yeah.
Producer,
wise,
yeah.
yeah.
Bro, he did all those beats for Cash Money Records all them years, like, and
Yeah.
all them albums. Look,
Mhm.
Hot Boys,
Classics.
BG, Wayne,
Classic, all of them,
Juvie.
yeah.
I'm like by himself,
Yeah.
and then like Peep, he
Oh,
had beats by the pound.
bro, I cannot forget JD.
Oh, Jermaine Dupri,
Jermaine
he is
Dupri,
so.
yeah.
They don't talk about him enough, bro.
Man, god damn. That motherfucker can write and produce.
That Confessions album was him. He wrote that.
All that.
That Usher joint, that the whole that was he wrote the. I would
Dog,
say
when
the
he did
majority.
that, when he sampled that, when
He
he
did
did that
June
sample on
27th,
Welcome
didn't
to
he?
Atlanta,
That's his, right? June 27th is his?
yeah, that's his.
Well, they sampled something he had produced, I think, or something like that.
Well,
Damn, I'm
he
gonna have to look
sampled
it up.
Biggie's voice on at the very beginning. What does this? What does the record say at the beginning? Um, damn.
Bro, I've
We
seen
hear
that
that we hear
story a
that
bunch
song
of
so
times
many
too.
times we can't forget.
JD produced a record, and then someone took it and kind of flipped it or something like that. And but it was an original JD track that he
Yeah,
produced.
so
Yeah.
it's a song that he did for Crisscross.
Okay.
It's called "Niggas in the Street Ain't Right."
Yeah.
It's some like "Niggas in the Street Ain't Right." Some, and it's faster, right? Way faster. And then DJ Screw got a hold of that beat, then he chopped and screwed it, and then it became what it is.
Fucking amazing what you can do with music, man.
Yeah.
Like it is, it never ceases to amaze me.
Hmm
That's why to this day, because I got a lot of homies, right? Like I'm 47, I'll be 48 this year. So a lot of my boys, they will not listen to anything new. They're still, Nas, Jay, UGK, A-Ball, MJG, and don't get me
Yeah,
wrong, that's classic music. That shit'll never like, to me,
yeah,
never
it's
die.
timeless, timeless.
Timeless, but there's still good music these days, bro. Like there's still good music. So
Hmm
I mean,
One thing that I will say about a lot of the new artists that I don't like, and this ain't no shot at nobody, man, but I just feel like everybody's just trying to be like the tough guy.
yeah,
Even including women. I'm saying like
I hate that
nobody's
the
really
most.
doing that like not necessarily feel good music, but just a little bit more context. I'm
Yeah.
saying like everybody wants to be like the hardest this or the hardest that or just like I
Or the
hope,
first. The first. I was the first. Like, bro, you know
but
how
not
many.
necessarily just that, man. It's just like like it's cool though. Like what you know everybody has their own lane, but when I hear the music, I feel like okay, well this guy already kind of said that, and this guy's following up, and this guy's following up, and then it's like that's why we're kind of like we do our own thing. We stay in our own lane.
Feel good music.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Something you can vibe because that's music. Music, that's like something everybody can listen to. And
Hmm
because so I talk about stuff like I have artists that'll be mad because I won't let them perform at my toy drive, but you can't come to my toy drive talking about you shooting the ops and you fucking on my bitch and da da da. Like, which
Yeah.
has happened.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
one of my toy drives, we told all the artists, yo, we want clean music,
yeah,
or if you're gonna, or if it has curse words in it, keep it to a minimum, you know.
yeah.
So the very
Don't
first
say it. Let the record say it or something.
first guy fucking on stage, bro. I'm talking to someone, we just getting there. He's the first artist. He's opening
Suck
up.
my dick.
Nah, he's like, yo, fucking on your bench, and then I'm turning around, I look at the stage, and I'm like, this motherfucker.
Cut the mic.
Yeah.
I'm like, never again, It's like,
Yeah.
thank God he's first, and nobody. There wasn't really too many people there, but
Yeah.
anyway, man,
Yeah.
the project, we got a project dropping,
hmm
right? Let's talk about it. The title, the name, what can people expect from it? When is it dropping?
Man, this project is one. I'm gonna say it's like one of the proudest projects we've ever done. So there's a song that we did. Like, bro, I'm talking about like 20. When did you do this? 20.
Like 2010,
2010.
2009, somewhere around there.
We're working on this song, and it just never got recorded. Never did nothing with it.
Actually, I did record it, but I never put it out.
Yeah, it
It
was
was a
like
totally
we
different
put
beat. It
that
was
we
an
put it in
original
the
beat.
crates, man.
Yeah.
We locked that one up, and we just never talked about it or brought it back out until now. And it's just like when we were recording it, so many people were coming from different parts of the studio because they had different studio A, B, C. We were in the studio, right, recording it and everything. People were just coming out like, man, whose song is this and what song is this and but it was just crazy. Like I honestly I can't wait for like fresh ears to hear it. So
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And y'all have a listening party coming out,
yeah,
right?
it's an EP, man. We got five. We were gonna have six, but I wasn't really too happy with the last record.
Okay.
I just didn't feel like it's a good record. I just didn't feel like it fit the EP the way I
Yeah.
wanted it to. So we came up with the name Better Players,
Okay.
um, because that's one of the record names. Like that's I didn't want to like have like an off name like it's just some crazy shit. I just wanted to name it after one of my favorite record, which is the one he's talking about that we never put out. We've been working on it since like back in the day.
Yeah.
Um, and I can tell you the titles, man. We got this record called So Hard. That one's like another one of my favorites on the EP because it's basically talking about what we talked about earlier: the vision,
Yeah.
the come up, the
Yeah.
struggle, the
Yeah.
hard work. You know what I'm saying? From beginning to end, and then also like just one of my one of the things that I'm so like proud of about this project is that I wrote 100% of the project
Oh wow.
with the of course not his verses, but when it comes to the hooks,
Yeah.
my verse, the structure of the music, the melodies, cause it ain't just writing. You know what I'm saying like
No, yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of times you gotta find that melody that's gonna like the singing parts. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying um, the singing parts, the harmonies, the structure of the music. On one of the records, is I'm playing the trumpet.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I produced. I'm saying I produced the melodies, the trumpets, the counter melodies, the chords. So that's what I'm more proud of. Because a lot of the people that work with us on this project. So shout out to we got Crystal Poppin on the record.
Yeah, we love Christmas
Shout
Pop.
out to Crystal Poppin. I got a homie by the name of Ratchet Blues.
Yeah, I met him at GT Garza's listening party.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
He
you
was on
heard him
the
before,
he was
right?
on the 610 and Sunsets record
Yeah,
with Bruce Bang and
sounds
Jay
fire,
Leno.
huh?
Yeah, yeah.
So we got him on two of those records. Um, and then I got my homie Elale, the one that was there Friday
I
night.
met him last night actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
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 So I got him on there, and then I have a dope ass violin player, uh, on on my intro song.
Okay.
It's a prelude, like it's just him.
I love it.
Crazy.
That reminds me of the girl they used to I forget her name, Miri something. Kanye I think used her for something and she was straight playing the violin,
Yeah.
you know.
So, yeah, man. And this guy, man, he tours all over the world. Motherfucker be in
Mm-hmm.
Rome and
Damn.
all kind of shit.
Greece and Paris.
And bro, I'm saying when I reached out, man, I was surprised because he's from Houston.
Okay.
I was just surprised that I'm saying
So
that
what's his name?
he goes by
Oh, what does he go by?
his name is Marion DeBois.
Okay.
DeBose. Marion DeBose.
Okay.
Um, so shout out to him. I was really surprised on how he was so down to work with us. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the people that I reached out to work on this project were like excited to work with us. And then, but once we got in the studio and they got to really see the artistry and like
The vision.
the
Yeah.
yeah, I'm saying the like the work behind
Yeah.
everything, that was like, damn, dude, I thought y'all were just dancers. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
nah,
I didn't
bro.
realize how intricate like y'all got with the actual details of putting an actual record together because
Yeah,
people don't. I feel like people don't do that these days. They go in there, they just record their verse. They're not thinking of ad libs,
Yeah.
their vocals and how they harmonize certain things. Yeah, they just go in there and however it comes out, it just comes out.
Yeah,
yeah,
because it's true. Like you could play a song right from back in the day, and you can actually hear the lyrics of who a song. You know what I mean? And it's like now, if you just play an instrumental, you're just listening to an instrumental. You don't hear like the words with the music. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Certain melodies, yeah.
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 But yeah, we got 5 records on there, which is So Hard Prelude, So Hard featuring Ratchet Blues, um, Poppin' featuring Crystal Poppin', Better Players featuring Ratchet Blues, and Pelicula featuring Elale.
Okay. Can't wait to hear the project.
Man, I'm
When does it
excited.
drop?
It's gonna drop February 20th.
February 20th. It's Friday. Yep. A couple weeks from now, right? 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. About 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
about
right.
three
Right.
weeks.
Because it's today Sunday. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, man. Maybe it'll be out on all streaming platforms.
Yep.
Can we expect any videos with the with?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna end up shooting what 3 out of
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 or
Three out
3
of
out of
five.
4 really.
Yeah, three out
But
of five.
I don't know. We might just shoot all 4.
Hey, fuck it, right?
Yeah,
Might as well.
yeah.
No,
The
that's
first one though is gonna be tough, man, because it's gonna be. It's supposed to be like a movie type. You know what I'm saying?
see. Okay, I'm glad you said that because I was just gonna say. So we did like a little. I did a promo for like our merch, right? And we had a song attached to it, but the whole idea I had behind it was for it to be like a little movie. I'll send it to you guys so you can check it out. Real short, you know, it's nothing crazy. I wanted it to be a little bit longer. I wanted more dialogue, but some shit happened that is whatever now. But and I remember somebody telling me this is how you're supposed to shoot content, like storytelling. I tell people that, especially my artists, I'm like, yo,
Hmm.
it's one of them things where like you got to be able to tell a story. Like music videos, I think for the most part suck now. Like they don't really, it's
It's
nothing
just a
to it.
music video.
It's
Yeah.
just a music video.
Yeah, you're
So
standing in front of a trapped house or
yeah, it's
like
just the same old. Anyway, that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other podcast in itself. But
yeah,
so I can't wait to see what you guys come up with because just knowing how creative you guys already are with the music, with the dancing, with just everything, how you pay so much attention to detail. I'm like, so I know that the music video gonna be fire.
yeah. For the I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the one of our last music videos didn't come out as planned,
Yeah,
but it's just certain things that you deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't show up,
yeah.
on time or whatever, and you just gotta knock it out. You gotta
Do what
work with
you
what you
got.
got.
Do what
You
you
know what I'm
can
saying?
with what you got. Yeah.
But other than that, man, if you watch all our other videos, man, just like the intro, a lot of the times, like our videographer that we work with. So shout out to we shoot with OG,
Oh man, I
but we
love
also
OG.
shoot with Julian. So we
Director
met
Julian.
OG through Julian.
Julian Martinez, right?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to them, man.
yeah. So we met OG through him.
Yeah.
He brought him to do like behind the scenes.
Okay.
But when we first worked with Julian, bro, he was just so impressed on how we had everything set up. Like he literally just had to show up and shoot. We had like everything set up.
It's because, I've been on video shoots where either I was in the video or I was just there to support whoever, right? And OG, and it was like OG was the one directing everything, and sometimes it's like they really shouldn't have to do that. They're supposed to come shoot
Hmm.
and maybe give input here and there, but you as an artist, you gotta have that shit mapped out already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be like, well, I don't know what you want to do next, you
Yeah.
know?
And I feel like I do that because at least at the end of the day, it was my work, and if I'm happy with it, I'm happy with it, and if I'm not, it falls on me.
Yeah,
I don't want to leave it up to a director to be like, oh, well, I thought this was a good idea, and then I'm like, nah, it wasn't, or
yeah,
whatever, right? But it's just, and a lot of times my brother he kind of lets me lead in that because like he just understands the creativity, like the behind like the details and everything.
so it's one of those things where, like I say the same. I say this to people I work with. Normally, I knock it out the park. Whatever my vision is, it comes to life. Whether the artist or whoever I'm working with in any capacity, doesn't necessarily come out the way they think it should or they want it to. Eventually, they see like, oh shit, well, he was right. So my thing is, let me be wrong before we say, let me give you the shot, or let you kind of take over. Or let me, you know what you've been doing. You know what you got this. I believe in you that much that I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the reins on this. Because
Hmm.
again, when you have a vision, you have passion. No one can take that away, bro. Because you care so much about that project, whether it's a video, music, whether it's podcasting, whether it's whatever, right?
Hmm.
You gotta take pride in that shit, man. And
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't take pride in their appearance, their music videos,
The craft, yeah.
yeah, their craft. So I'm glad you said that. Hopefully, a lot of the younger artists that are
Yeah.
watching, it's not a diss to anybody. It's just like, man, just trying to give you some free game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And I don't know if we're about to wrap up or whatever, but I don't know about, and honestly, I don't even know if I already said this, but I'm gonna say it again. Like, uh, just in mention of Michael Watts. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, like, you were there last night, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I had to show him some love
Of course.
because like he was like one of our mentors. Like,
Mm.
2016, not 2016, 2011, he did a competition called the Hottest in the H,
Mm.
and we entered that competition. And you know who was there? Your boy Rico.
Oh, okay.
Rico
Rico
was
was there.
there. And
Rico.
when we walked in, I swear to God, you can ask Rico this. When we walked in, Rico was a part of the competition. When we walked in, Rico was like, "Oh shit, y'all won."
Yeah.
before it even happened.
That sounds about like Rico.
And and it was crazy because you've done competitions. Have you been to competitions?
I've been. I didn't go
Normally
travel
they'll be
summer.
like, oh, we got this person, and this person,
Yeah.
the top three or whatever. That night, Michael Watts, as soon as it was over, he was like, all right, man, my winner, I got my winner, man, heavyweight music, whatever, whatever. Like no second, third place, no nothing, just straight up
Yeah.
heavyweight music.
Yeah.
Fast forward 2016, it was supposed to be our last run, right? Because I like we've been doing this for a minute. Like we're just gonna go hard all 2016. Whatever comes from it, that's it. That's the year that we went viral. But
That's it.
before
Yeah, that's
that,
the year everything took
but
off.
before we went viral, Michael Watts had reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, I'm having another competition. I want y'all to be in it." And I was like, "All right, cool." He's like, "The winner gets to perform at we spin your music on Swisher House Sundays,
It's South by
and
Southwest.
we you perform at South by Southwest." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we went. We won that competition too. We did that, and then you know what I'm saying, like, and the thing that I liked about Michael Watts, bro, he didn't go based on like how many people you brought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, well, this person won because he brought 30 people. Even if that show was ass, right? Because some people they don't, like you said, they don't know how to perform or whatever.
Bro, I've seen artists get up on stage and they'll have people in the crowd, 25 people on stage, and it's still fucking trash.
Yeah.
But that group is hyping them up, and it's still like, yeah, but they
Yeah.
weren't good.
Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, well, this person won. You know what I'm saying? They go based on that. And Michael Watts wasn't like that. He was like, nah, like, I'm going based on the music, the
Yeah.
show, this, that, whatever.
Originality, presentation.
And, and then 2022, that's when he was DJing the SPM's Day Unity.
Okay.
Did you go to that event?
No.
Where they had two different stages?
I know, but I saw the like video.
So we had our DJ that day, so he was able to just like fall back and watch the show. And we had like a good 20-minute set.
Yeah.
We performed, and right when we were getting ready to leave, that's when he told us, he was like, "Man, dude, y'all have one of the best stage shows I've ever seen." And like what I'm saying, that meant a lot coming from him,
Yeah.
right? And then 2025, last year, that's when he reached out to do Swisher House remix for our song Poder Mamita, and he spun them on. I think he was doing like a special Mexican artist
Okay.
thing for Cinco de Mayo, and he played our song. He played it right after Fo Mob's
I'm from Texas.
"Bitch I'm from Texas," yeah. And I was like,
That's
damn,
crazy. That's love, dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cause he knew the setup. Like they're gonna. Most people are, when this song plays, you'll get like sort of follow up. Is either before or right
hmm
after. It's still like.
yeah. And then he was like, man, I got some new music from my boys, Heavyweight Music. Like, bro, that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying it's gonna reign forever, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna
man.
cherish that.
Invaluable, man. It's one of those like. Ever since I've known, like the few times that I've interacted with him, like there was another time we were both at where is it, Rice University. Dave Dash was there
hmm
to speak, and I was able to be there as like media, and he was there as well. We were both by the door waiting to get in, and we just started chopping it up,
Yeah.
no pun intended. But he's always been that guy. Like you would just walk up and talk to him, and he'll shout you out, whatever, give you some free game, or if anything, or just sit there listen or whatever. So yeah, definitely a loss, man, for Houston. Big loss for not only, and I always say this, me being from the north side, Houston and Texas as a whole, like that was tough. That was a big shock, honestly. I
Yeah.
was not expecting that.
I feel bad though because the day that they announced that he was hospitalized, I didn't know. I had sent him the invite to the listening party,
Mm.
but then they put that word out that
Damn.
I was like, fuck, man,
Yeah.
that shit.
R.P. to the legend, man. R.P.
Yeah.
to Michael Watts, 5,000 watts, man. Before we get out of here, any shout outs, man, or any announcements, any upcoming shows? I mean, we already talked about the
The listening
release
party.
of the album and the listening
Yeah.
party, but anything else?
Man, shout out to Drew for working with us with the project. Shout out to IMX Studios, Bruce Bang. Shout out to everybody who was a part of the project. It's gonna be a dope project. Hopefully you guys can come through and check out the listening party, man. It'd be dope.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them.
What Drew? Mark Drew?
Mark Drew.
Mark Drew.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Drew, man.
Yeah, Mark
I
Drew.
think he did 3 songs, right? We did 3 songs.
Yeah, I think we did
Y'all
three.
were y'all recorded at the or he produced?
He produced.
He produced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he produced and recorded. Yeah.
Y'all recorded at the
Live from the Pentagon.
Live
Yeah.
from the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dope spot. Dope spot.
Mhm.
I remember going over there with Powder, like when he first, they just had opened, like remodeled, kind of everything. It's badass.
Yeah, that's nice.
When is this dropping?
Next week.
Next
Okay.
week.
Yeah.
What?
Next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
nah, man.
before the release of the week, actually that week.
Well, if y'all watching this, man, the release is gonna be live at the Pentagon. So we'll see y'all there.
Yeah, man, pull
'Cause
up
right
on
now
us.
we kind of got it. We kind of ain't letting people know, but if this is gonna come out like
It'll be that week. It'll be like that Thursday.
yeah, so
Whatever that.
so the release will be Friday. So if you're watching this, if you was there, you was there.
If not, hey, catch the recaps and the
Yeah,
videos on
for
Instagram.
real.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out and giving me a little bit of your time, man. You know,
For sure, yeah.
truly honored, bro. Like I don't, y'all probably don't remember this, and I don't even know if I spoke to either one of y'all or was it y'all manager at the time. But I remember we were inquiring about booking y'all for one of our events. The Embrace the Culture event I talked about. I tried to book y'all for like the second one,
Mhm.
but we were just getting started. We didn't really know what the hell we were doing. And,
Yeah.
whoever the manager was, I think, was like, well, this is the price. And I was kind of like, you know. And so we ended up kind of like, we couldn't do it, you know. We're like,
Yeah.
honestly, we were just, man, we did it outside, like somewhere. It was fucking 110 degrees. It was lit, though. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
But it was hot as fuck, man. People fucking went to the hospital after, were passing out. It was
Damn.
yeah, we had a water gun fight, you know, it was out there in Huffman. But anyway, man, so hopefully we got, you know, we can do something in the future now that we're a little more established, and, you know, we can definitely, you know, now that we actually have that relationship as well. But man, make sure you guys go follow them. We put a link in the description where you guys can go follow them. Hit that link, go follow them on IG, on their account, and their separate accounts. YouTube channel, TikTok, everything.
Same thing as Heavyweight Music all the way
across
through. Yeah.
all platforms, perfect. We're gonna put all that in the description. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe and that like button. It helps with the algorithm. Thank you guys for watching. And on that note, we are them damn Mexicans.
Peace.